Hey Houseguest, welcome to today's BB14 updates and spoilers. Our houseguest of the day is Rob Rodriguez. Let's try that again. Rob Rodriguez, 1992. Yeah. So I'm just all verklempt because we had to wait so long for the POV, but we'll get there. So nominations were yesterday, and Frank and Boogie were placed on the block. So Boogie and Frank started a witch hunt to find out who did this. So they went up to Shane's HOH, because obviously he's the HOH, and they're like, what gives, bruh? And Shane was like, it was Brittany, she told me to do it. I still think of her as a coach. Really, Shane? Be a man. She can't make you do anything. You're the HOH. It was your decision. So, yeah, he blamed it on Brittany, and Froogie is just like, oh, we're not really mad, but we're going after Brittany. So Brittany's pretty pissed at Shane, as she should be, because he totally threw her under the bus. So Frank and Boogie have a little chat with Brittany, and they're like, why did you make Shane do that? And they are so ridiculous. It's so obvious that they think that they are so much better than her and just women in general. Like, they only want to work with the guys in the house. It's just so annoying. You're adults. This is not high school. Get over yourselves. Sorry, not high school. Middle school. Jeez. Alright. So then Boogie and Frank are like, no, it wasn't Brittany. It must have been Dan. So they have a little meeting with the Silent Six. The Silent Six assembles in Shane's HOH room, minus Danny, who comes to the door and she's like, Shane, can I come in? And Shane is like, go! Come back later, we're talking! So she was pissed, needless to say. So anyway, all that aside, Boogie was like, what happened to the Silent Six? Like, we weren't gonna turn on you guys until the final six. And I call bull because they were totally ready to turn on them anytime. Like, it could have happened last week, but then Boogie was like, no, we shouldn't do it. But if it didn't happen this week, it would have happened next week. So I think that's ridiculous. But anyway, the Quack Pack is totally protecting Ian right now because the rest of the Silent Six was like, oh, a reliable source told us that you were coming after us. And that reliable source is Ian. So their sweet little baby Ian betrayed them. But, I mean, they're sticking up for him. They're not saying that he was the one that told them. So Dan is a little bit pissed that Ian is sitting pretty right now. And I think Dan realizes that Ian is totally playing his game from season 10, which led him to winning. So he's really upset about that because he's taken a lot of the heat for this. Brittany's also upset because she is also getting blamed for this, but she's also angry that Ian is always throwing competitions because it's not fair to her. So, speaking of competitions, the POV was today, and the players were Shane, Frank, Boogie, Jen, Ian, and Ashley, and Danielle was the host. So, this was freaking crazy because the feeds were blocked out for 7 hours. Yes, 7. After 6, before 8. So, it turns out that Frank won the POV. I have no idea what was going on. There may have been a luxury competition too, because they got a grill. I don't know where that came from. But Ian thinks that Ashley threw the challenge, because it came down to Frank and Ashley, and apparently she made a really stupid move that was, like, questionable. It was suspect. So, Ian is really upset. He thinks that she threw it to Frank, and that's not cool. So now, obviously, the POV ceremony is on Monday. Frank is going to take himself off the block, unless he's stupid, which you never know. But, yeah, so Boogie's going to be left on the block, and it looks like Ashley could go up in Frank's place, because Shane is trying to, like, stay close with Joe. I don't know why, but, I think Ashley's going to go up on the block. But we'll see. You never know. Crazier things have happened, so stop by tomorrow and see what's going on. And until then, much love.